Overpacked, overwhelmed.
Overpacked, overwhelmed.
Overpacked and overwhelmed.
Overpacked and overwhelmed.
Overpacked, overwhelmed.
This place is just so shady, and so are the people. Like, I think there's like me and maybe one other person that ain't shady. So, first of all, any hotel that has posted up on the like counter, in my opinion, that says like the weekly rates is shady. And shady people go there, and very shady things happen. Like, no decent hotel like puts up that doesn't make any sense. Hotels like no. So shady reason number 175. So I run downstairs, I go get my towel and my washcloth, and what happened? I get off the elevator. I'm so like flustered. I get off of the elevator, and like there are the two guys coming in. The one with like the creepy facial hair that I mentioned, and then this older guy. So they come in from like the side. I dip to the other side and walk out of like the main entrance. Once I get off of the elevator, and they're like getting on. Well, I get down in my car, and why is creepy mustache guy coming back outside into the parking lot? Why? So I see that, and I'm like, okay. So then I like grab my stuff, I hustle my butt back into the hotel. Like, hustle. Why is he coming back in? I literally saw you walking. I closed my trunk, and I ran around the other, like, not ran, because you don't want to run, because then people know you notice them, noticing them. They notice you. They trying to peep your energy. Are you shook or not? So I didn't run. In my mind, I was like, run. But weren't you just going upstairs? Like, he literally, the older guy who was in front of him, who walked in the door first, was like, oh, hey, man, he's all chatty. He's one of those types. Oh, hey, man, how's it going? Yeah, what floor are you going to? He says 4. Why are we on the same floor? Lord Jesus. Like, God, do you want me to be crazy? So anyway, so if he gets on the elevator, supposedly, to go up to the 4th floor, how are you all the way back in the parking lot at the same time as me? So it just nothing ever feels right to me. So I don't even know, because I'm trying to talk quietly too, because you don't ever know who's listening. And I feel like the guests in this hotel are shady. I feel like the staff in this hotel are shady. I just feel like everybody is shady. I don't know how not to feel that way. Anyway, what was I saying? So, yeah, if he's going up to the 4th floor, how is he back in the parking lot at the same time as me? It makes no sense, but let's keep going forward. So then I like hustle to get to the elevator to come back up to my room. Why is he walking in the door? The other door. You were just going upstairs, but then you didn't. You came back outside, and then you are back in here now. So anyway, so he comes in. So there's me first at the elevator. Then this other woman comes from down the hallway, and then he pops up. Now, granted, the elevator did take a little long, but nah. I don't trust it. I don't trust people. So anyway, I know he's going to the 4th floor. And the woman, I get on the elevator, she gets on the elevator, he gets on the elevator, and since I know he's going to the 4th floor, I put 3. And she's going to the 2nd. And I'm like, oh crap, lady, why couldn't you be going to the third floor, like me. Like, nothing ever just like, So I'm like, okay, just be calm. So she asks him, oh, what floor are you going on? And she pushes 4 for him. So obviously she gets off on the 2nd floor. I get off on the 3rd floor. And there's this woman and this man standing outside of the elevator. Now, I had originally more shady stuff, and it drives me so crazy because I was talking to my mom earlier, and she's like, you just gotta have faith and know that God's protecting you. But it's like, girl, all this shady crap is happening. I know God got me, but I can't help that shady stuff is always happening around me. Like, So anyway, rewinding. I'm on the 3rd floor. I get off. There's this woman and this man out there. And I said earlier that I had seen the woman before. And now, mind you, it was originally when I was coming into the hotel. I was coming up to the 4th floor and to like just come into the room and look. Because I always just come into the room and look before I like bring any of my stuff in. She was already on the elevator. And the 4th floor button was already pushed. And so I'm like, how did the elevator just came all the way down, and I was going all the way back up with you on it still to the 4th floor? So now this is the prequel to the nonsense. So this woman, not the woman who got on the 2nd floor. Remember, I'm trying to keep the story in a way that makes sense. This is this other woman. So, originally, I come up to the room. I get off on the 4th floor. She comes out and she looks around. And I like walk down the hall, because obviously I peep her just peeking out and looking. So I'm like, and my room is literally, you get right off the elevator and it's like one room, my room. I'm still breathing. So I walk down the hall and she gets back on the elevator. So this is the first thing I notice. Now, fast forward back to where I was when I was getting on the 3rd floor, getting off on the 3rd floor, and there she is, and there's some strange guy. I assume they're associated. Dude don't get on the elevator. So now I'm like, God, why is this my life? Like, I was trying to avoid creepy dude over here who seems sus. And then now I get off of the elevator. She gets on the elevator. And I don't know if she went up to the 4th floor or what. I can assume she did. I have no idea. But why was she on the 3rd floor in the first place? Guy doesn't get on the elevator. And I'm just looking and I'm like, well, this really ain't my floor. Now, mind you, this hotel, the elevator is there on all the floors and then like right around the corner is the staircase. So I'm like, God, please let there be like another staircase, which I do not recommend taking staircases, but I'm like, it's only one floor. Like, I can try to manage to safely get up the staircase to one floor, just one floor up. There's no staircase at the other end. So I walk all the way to the end of the hotel and of the floor, not the hotel. I walk all the way to the end of the 3rd floor and nothing. So I have to turn back around and I'm like, Jesus, why? And guess who's still standing aimlessly outside the area where the staircase and the elevator is? That strange dude. The new strange dude. Not the first strange dude that I peeped in the parking lot and was like, he's got a creepy stash. He's creepy. New strange dude. So, of course, he sees me get off, walk all the way to the... Well, I kept looking back and, like, peeping him like trying to peep me, trying to peep the situation, and obviously he saw me walk down there and come all the way back to the other end. So it's like I have to get back on the elevator and go up to the 4th floor. Now, check this ish out. Now, mind you, creepy facial hair guy, he should already be on the 4th floor. He should already be on 4th floor. He should already be in his room. Even if his room was all the way at the other end of the building, I was on the 3rd floor and walked all the way to the other end of the building, right? So he should already be in his room. Why do I get off on the 4th floor and guess who's going into their room? It's down the hall. Like, not like all the way at the other end of mine, but why aren't you in your room already? I literally got off on the 3rd floor, walked all the way down to the other end, very, very slowly, might I add, was stressed out because there was no other way for me to get up to the 4th floor. And there you are, just going into your room. I'm like, Jesus, I think that like after Nashville, I don't have any more points. I don't have any more hotel points. Like, everything's done. I'm done. I'm tapped. I think that I will be staying in my car. Like, I'll find somewhere to be on the low and safely wherever I'm at, and I'll make it work. I can shower at the gym, but baby, these hotel people are so shady and sketchy. Like, all the people that I've seen come in here, besides the one woman who got on the 2nd floor, that's why I said there's like 2 of us in here that ain't like us. Everybody else, they part of the sex trade. I know, I say everyone is, but I mean, they all look shady. Like, there was this girl, this young girl, and this guy in the parking lot, and they just look shady. Listen, I'm just saying that bad things happen in hotels, and we should just be honest about that. Now, I just wanted to share that quick story because I needed to get it off of my chest. I now am going to take a moment to, I don't know if I shower right now or if I'm sorry, I just get distracted. I don't know if I shower right now or if I just take a second to breathe. I have no idea. But I gotta see what this is on the wall. It's okay. It's just something peeling. Okay, I'm sorry. It's just stuff be distracting me. Anyway, I'm staying in this room for the rest of the night. I don't care what I may have. And I literally just remember the 3rd thing that I wanted to grab. It doesn't even matter. Make it work, girl. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm staying in this room for the rest of the night unless I have to actually like vacate. I'll be in here until tomorrow, and then tomorrow I'm gonna leave out and do whatever I do. Oh my god. Like, I'm gonna put on some gospel music to help my soul so that way I can like beam some positivity into my life and my soul and my mind. But baby, these hotels are shady. These man, I don't care. Like, it's just nah. So I'ma just going to make sure my door is locked again. It is, but I don't know. The way my brain has been working lately. Is it locked? Yeah, it is. Okay. Child, the way my brain has been working, I'm like, I can't tell. Now I'm freaking out. Like, now I'm being like, yeah, I just, okay. Like, now I'm like making myself crazy. So yeah, time to go.